We're not taking
We're
the
live.
advice.
We're not taking anyone's advice. Screw that noise.
I should wear my
everybody.
El Jefe shirt. I have the high res El Jefe.
I like that one. That's dope.
That's a cool one.
Jeff gave me this when I saw him at Vid Summit. This is true, Phil. This is kind of true. It's a little true.
It's very true.
But
I do have more than one job.
So I have, this is from Jeff. He gave it to me at Vid Summit. The very first day I put it on, I always stretch my shirts out like this because I'm fat. So I do this, right?
Mm-hmm.
I did that, freaking thumb straight to the middle, man. Boom. There's a big hole right there. Look at
that.
No. And I felt bad. This is literally the first time I put it on. I went like this and my thumb went, I'm like, what?
How do you even do that?
I have no idea. I've never done that before. I've always just pulled it open or whatever.
Wow.
Anyway, I didn't show him that. I didn't want to make him feel bad about it.
Hopefully he's not here.
No, he's not here yet. If he's here, he'll be here later. All right. So yeah, we have some cool stuff to talk about. I also want to real quick go over when we start the show. I want to read some of the comments from the last live stream that are on the YouTube channel because Will, I think, left a 504. Which hoodie do you got, buddy? Which one are you talking about? The China thing. So Will, I think is the guy's name is Will. He's in China. And he always leaves us comments everything. And then he saw that I mentioned something in my last video about iPhones in China. So I definitely want to talk about that during today's show.
Cool.
And Will's always super supportive. Like I said, because he's in China, his timing is different. So he basically leaves comments as if he's chatting. And I love that. I love going back and reading that. So I think it's so awesome. Because not everyone does that. There's people like, you got a comment. Oh, the know your value. All right, cool.
I got a comment.
Yeah, we'll read it on the air.
Hold on.
No. You can't read it until we're on the air. You are forbidden from reading them.
I want to
forbidden. Forbidden. It's not bad. It's just funny.
Okay.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Okay.
I wouldn't read something bad. You're my partner, man. Why would I do that?
I don't know. Times are, changing.
Times are tough.
Gotta sell each other out.
Yeah, we do. I'm sorry, brother. I gotta lay you down, man. I gotta cancel you for real. For real. Oh my god.
All right.
All right.
Ready?
All right, we ready? Yeah, we can do this. All right, new Gadget Cast in 3, 2, 1, record.
Discovery's 4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
3, 2, 1, 0, 0.
The Gadget Cast already starting off with technical difficulties. My name is Gregory McFadden, joined by my co-host. We might have to redo this intro, Travis MCP.
Space travel.
Travel.
We'll do it live. Screw it. We're doing it live.
So I started the recording and my Roadcaster, I took a picture of it. 5 minutes into the intro, just said, Roadcaster Pro has encountered an error. Recording has stopped. So I don't know what you want to do with this.
Right, no, I just stopped my recording, so we're gonna do it again.
Look at that.
Do it again. All right, you guys get it 2 times in a row.
I don't know why this happened.
Well, clean your
wipe
your SD card. Yeah,
Okay,
format your card real quick because I literally just did. Format your card.
It has like 11 hours of recording on there, so I'm a little scared. Like 11 hours left. Let's see what happens.
Maybe it's been used so many times and it's just worn out.
Might have bit the dust. We're waiting for the card to format.
That takes a long time. Shouldn't take that long. Actually, it should not take that long. It's kind of worrisome. I think that's a problem, Greg. Do you have another one?
No.
It should have been done by now. How do you not have another micro SD card? How's that literally possible? You're lying, right? Because literally, you have a YouTube channel. You should have I have tons because sometimes they go bad and stuff.
Nope, just one micro SD card.
Are you what? What kind of cards do you use when you're recording videos?
SD, regular size. This is micro.
I buy the thing because then it just comes in, but now you have both.
Oh. This is taking quite a while. Hold on.
Well, that's not good, dude. That's not a good sign.
Okay. Oh, wait. I think I did it.
You did it?
Hold on.
Oh, Lord.
Let me unplug and replug. File system errors have been detected on your SD card.
Oh, you better format it, brother. Oh, my God. You messed up. You done messed up, bro.
Format.
Oh, my God, dude. No. No.
Well, this is why we have the multi-track, so you can just...
Well, you know, Garg, you could buy some spares. Look at that. That's true. Black Friday and Cyber Mondays tomorrow. You can buy a couple. Cost you about $8 for a new one, if even $8.
I think the micro SD card is officially dead.
Oh, come on, Greg. Come on. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh, my God. This is Gadget Cast, the number one podcast by us.
Wait a minute, I lied.
What do you mean you lied?
I checked my drawer. Look at this. This is gonna look weird. I checked my drawer. I do have a Samsung micro SD card. Some contraband over here.
We'll put it in there. Format it.
I have no idea what's on this, but it's gonna get formatted.
I'm telling you, dude. Go on Amazon and buy like 4 of them. It'll cost you $23. I mean, seriously, dude. You know how many backups I have just in case because stuff has happened? Gotta have it, man. Trust me when I tell you, Philip, he don't need a GoFundMe. He just needs to stop buying $3,000 computers and he'll be fine. He can
I need a GoFundMe.
He can buy a $5 micro SD card. No problem. No problem. You know, this doesn't even bother me because here's the thing. Back when I used to run my own podcast, I had to do all this crap. Of course, I didn't have anything like this. This thing's amazing.
All right. So here's the deal.
Uh-oh.
I just formatted this one, but it's only a 16 gig card.
Oh, that's plenty for this episode.
But I get 2 hours on multi-track. Should I do a multi-track or should I just do like it all one recording?
Well, if you do all one recording, then you don't even need my side. And my quality won't be quite as good. It won't be bad, but it won't be quite as good.
So I'll try the multi-track then?
Yeah. I mean, you only need like 40 minutes.
All right. All right.
And then do me a favor and buy another one.
I will buy another one. Yeah.
God bless America, dude. Look at this. Tell them, Rebecca. Nice bag to sell those by the ounce. You got a dime baggie of SD cards.
I don't know what that even was. I just had it in my drawer. It's old. It's only a 16 gig card. So
why did you have a cocaine bag full of micro SD cards? So
never
weird.
Know and you'll need this. Yeah.
Oh Lord. All right, let's try this again. Sorry for the jumps, everybody. All right, we're gonna try this again. All right, Gadget Cast, take 2 in 3, 2, 1, record.
Discovery's 4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
3, 2, 1, 0, 0.
Hello, world. Welcome to the Gadget Cast. We did not start this show off with any technical difficulties, so you can ignore all that. My name is Gregory McFadden, joined always with my co-host, Travis MCP.
Space travel.
I just say space travel.
That's right. Nothing happened for almost 10 minutes before you're hearing this audio recording, which is why you need to be on the YouTube channel so you can see all the shenanigans live as we record the show. But hey, how you doing?
Will, we were talking about him before the show. He's going to be in for quite the treat when he comes back and watches this. He's going to be like, the show's starting. It's not starting.
It's not starting.
What's going on? If anyone has any good deals on micro SD cards, send them my way.
Micro SD cards. One of the few things that most tech YouTubers have at least one of, and Greg found one apparently in a I don't know, in a little cocaine bag of that he had. I don't think we're allowed to say that. I don't think we can get demonetized in a podcast, so I think we're all right. I think we're gonna be okay.
No.
Anyway, we're back. And we got a little bit to talk about. I don't know how much we got to talk about, but I do want to talk a little bit about the comments that get on our YouTube live stream. So, we do have an international audience, Greg. We have lots of people that watch this. It's amazing. And what I think is kind of fun, I mean, our biggest audience is our audio podcast, but the video audience is always cool. And there's a guy named Will who is just really spectacularly, like, he loves watching the show, right? So he watches the YouTube channel, and he always leaves us comments and under each of the videos, and he chats along as if like he's here in live chat. And he said some pretty cool things. I thought I would real quick bring them up. And then the reason I bring it up is because he mentioned in my video that I made recently something, and I wanted to talk a little bit about that today. But let's real quick go over some of the comments he had for people that are here on the live stream. You can kind of see what I'm talking about here-ish, I think. His first comment is Apple parts. So last week we were talking about right to repair, and if you missed that, make sure you go listen to the episode from last week. We were talking about right to repair and how the Apple's going to make you use their own parts and such. And it says, I think you have the best perspective. I'm quite tech familiar and I've built about 10 desktops, but I would never touch an iPhone. Having to use a hair dryer and a Stanley knife to open it up rules it out. And I got to agree with Will. Having done this on my channel, it's terrible. One slip and you've cut through some of the vital electronics or cable. And I can assure you that is very true, just from personal experience. And it's not like getting a screwdriver and opening it up. You have to jerry-rig everything to try it. This is so true, so true. And then he says a really nice thing about Gadget Cast, which I won't say because it's just self-promotion, but he says a very nice thing. And then he says, colors, you both need to rebrand yourself as I, Travis, and I, Greg, and grow your hair. Sorry, Travis. Well, good luck with that. And then Andrew, who's here, I think in chat right now, says, have you had a haircut to Greg? And Brent says Greg went for that Mitt Romney cut. So that's our listeners, our hardcore listeners. We appreciate you.
Mitt Romney cut. What does that even mean?
Yeah. I don't know. I actually don't know what that means. What does that mean? I have no idea. Anyway, so I wanted to talk a little. Greg's kind of having shenanigans. I do want to talk
about Mitt Romney. What's his hair? Hold on.
Oh, what is his hair? I don't know.
Pull up Mitt Romney's hair. I gotta see if this is good or bad.
Let me pull it. Here, I'll pull it up.
I need a genuine reaction. LFA in the chat says, "Nice shirt. If only he knew."
Mitt Romney. Okay, let me pull him up. I'll pull a picture up for everyone to see. On,
presidential 2012 presidential candidate Mitt Romney.
Oh, is he? 2012? Where he was?
Yeah, 2012, right?
That's right, 2012. Something like that. So as you can see, he's got gray on the sides, though. Is that really you?
Gray?
You got some. The gray looks nice, though. It's very, very. I don't think that's your haircut, though.
No.
I don't think so. He's got too much gray, I think.
He's got some nice hair, though.
Yeah. Okay, so one of the things that I talked about in my most recent video is how Apple's dominating kind of once again with iPhone sales and such. And some of the things they've been able to do over the last 12 months is pretty incredible. And the one thing that came up during that episode, and it was, again, why I was talking about Will, because Will's in China, is that interestingly, the iPhone is now the #1 phone in China, which is kind of crazy if you think about it. Like, China has all the different manufacturers of Android phones, and there was never a moment where I thought that in China Apple would be #1. There's just too many other options, and from a price perspective, there's just too many other options. But apparently, in the last quarter, for the first time since 2015, Apple is back on top. What do you think about them apples?
I was not expecting you to say apples. It's interesting because it's one of their biggest businesses in China. But they, like you said, they've kind of been falling in sales in previous years. I always heard that story that Apple isn't as popular in China that they thought they would be. And it's really interesting that for whatever reason, this cycle of iPhones has really seemed to resonate with the Chinese audience and is selling from all accounts pretty well, which I don't even know if Apple was counting on, which is probably really good for them. 13 series in general seems to be a very popular phone. I guess all the improvements to the camera and battery life and what seems to be not that good competition this year, it feels like, for Apple. I feel like it's like the perfect storm for them.
Yeah, and it's interesting. One of the things that I think, I think one of the things that kind of I said in the video, which was like the branding seems to really be the winner, because while sure the phones are great and you have great price points now, you have price points across a lot of because it goes all the way back to the 12 or even 11 or something like that. You have a lot of different options at a lot of different price points. Generally speaking, because they all have access to the same newer operating system, you have a similar kind of experience. There's a little bit of difference here on the camera, but by and large, the experience on the phone itself is the same. So you can't necessarily say that across some Android phones, because depending on what manufacturer you get, you may only get 1 or 2 operating system upgrades, maybe sometimes 3 if you got one of the higher end ones. But if you buy one of the less expensive ones, you're only getting like the one it comes with. If you expect anything other than that, you might be disappointed. You might get lucky, you might get one, but on the less expensive brands, you're probably not going to get it. No matter how much you pay for an iPhone, if you get one that's made in the last 4.5 years, 5 years, you're on the latest operating system. So that there's a lot to be said for that. But I think also the cool factor for people now, I personally still look at this thing as a tool. It's a slab of glass. It's kind of okay. As far as I'm concerned, I don't necessarily think it's the best looking phone out there, but as I've said a million times before, it works really well for what I want it to do. And maybe people across the country and around the world agree with that sentiment. I don't know. I mean, China itself is just a really interesting one. So Will says on that very video, again, he lives in China, I'm surprised iPhone has surged in China. Yes, I am a user and some of my family also have them, but on the bus, most people have other phones. Perhaps the iPhone tops out as a single big brand rather than sales spread across a ton of other brands, which is true. You can only get an iPhone from Apple, but you can get an Android phone from a bunch of different companies.
Yes.
So as far as the kind of surging popularity of Apple, it's continuing on. If you're interested in getting some stats behind what's happened, I have a video, of course, on my channel, so feel free to go watch that. Greg, I went today to the Apple store to look at the green and the blue iMacs, because even though I don't need to spend the money, I still want one. And
what did you walk away with?
I don't know. Well, first of all, you can't get them. You still can't buy them.
Oh, they still, yeah, that's true.
Can't buy them. But I'm looking just in case I want to order one. But I'm going to be honest, man. They both are good colors. I don't know which one I want more. Like, I would normally go for a blue one, but that green is nice.
I like the blue on the back better. Or no, wait. I like the blue on the back.
Look navy blue. Do you have the blue one, right?
Yeah, it's like navy blue. I like the blue on the front better. I like the front better on the blue, but the green on the back looks really nice. The problem is you never see the back, so it's kind of like, all right.
Well, in my particular case, I would, because where I'm going to put it in this room, it's actually, the back is going to face the door coming into this room. So I would see it every time I come into this room. So I kind of want to keep that. Again, people are probably listening to going, why am I listening to Travis buying something? Like,
no, they love this. They want to.
Do they love this?
I think so, yeah.
Am I going to get a gift card for buying this during the next day or so from Apple? Is that?
Yeah, you get a nice gift card too, right? You get like $100 gift card. You'll use that.
Well, I would definitely use that. So I think I might buy it here on the show, because why not?
Buy it live.
Buy it live. We're going to do it live. And because we don't really have hope, but I do need to figure out if I want the blue. Yeah, and in the kitchen, that was another thing. Andrew knows I would really want to put this thing in the kitchen, kitchen island. Yeah, I don't know. I think, and by the way, 7 versus 8 core GPU, probably not a big deal, right? But I am going to go for the 16.
The Apple shopping event from November 26th to 29th.
Okay.
You can get a $50 gift card on iPhone. It's kind of not that good. $75 gift card up to on AirPods. That's probably AirPods Max. That's not bad. Okay. $50 gift card on Apple Watch. That's okay. $100 gift card on iPad. That's pretty good.
Okay.
Mac $100. You get a $200 if you buy the aging 27-inch iMac, which you shouldn't do. So
no, I'm not gonna buy that.
That's the only Mac they offer a $200 gift card, which means they want that weird.
They want that gone.
They want that gone. Someone's walking in that store and they're going, "Hey, We'll give you a $200 gift card for this one.
How much do I get for one of these M1 iMacs? $100?
$100.
All right, I'll take it. It's not what I can get, like a cloth for that, a cleaning cloth, and maybe a case.
You get 5 cleaning cloths.
Oh my God, I'm rich. I'm rich in cleaning cloths.
Your iMac in cleaning cloth so it doesn't get scratched.
You got the cleaning cloth, right?
I do. I do have.
Well, okay. So why don't you tell us about it? Because you didn't really do a review on it.
What?
Is it worth the $20? Be honest, or is like extra nice, or is it just like, oh, you can just go get like an Amazon $3, cleaning cloth?
It is the nicest microfiber cloth I've used. I don't know if it's worth $20. Probably not, but it is nice. It gets like the smudges off very quickly, and it doesn't leave behind like those little microfibers that some of the cloths do. Especially if you get like some of the cheaper ones, they kind of like leave stuff behind. So in that regard, it is a nice cleaning cloth. I didn't do a video on it, but I actually know it's funny because Patrick Tommaso did a video on it. And he was kind of talking to me before the day that it came out, and he goes, I'm just going to do a video on the cleaning cloth. And he got featured in the New York Times for doing that. So yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, he got featured in the New York Times for doing a video about the cleaning cloth. He made a video about it, got featured in the New York Times. So I made the wrong mistake, and I'm still a little bitter about it. Still a little upset.
I would be very upset.
So
I think I'm going to get
back to him that I'm actually upset.
I got to be honest. I really want the green one, but I think I might end up with the blue one.
Get the purple.
And yeah, I know. Gadget Cast purple, baby. I kind of, they didn't have it at the store for me to be able to look at it, so I don't know what it looks like in real life. Yeah. The other thing is, the dates for this are anywhere between December 16th and December 23rd. I get my gallbladder taken on the 22nd, so I'm going to be in no mood the day before, the day of, or the day after to do anything with this thing. So I hope it comes way before that, because to be honest, like I'm kind of scared about that. You ever had your gallbladder out?
No, I don't think I've had my gallbladder taken out.
It's actually pretty common. From what I hear, it's incredibly,
Oh.
it's probably from what the doctor says, she might have been lying though. It's one of the most common outpatient surgeries you can get. It's just super common. She said, if you walk down the hall, like there's 4 out of 10 people that walk down the hall that actually have gallbladder issues, but maybe just don't have any symptoms. And then maybe 1 or 2 out of them that have to get it removed. So I guess it's a little more common than that. So I had that.
I don't even know what a gallbladder is, to be honest.
I didn't before it started hurting me. Let me tell you something. You wake up in the middle of the night, you're going to quickly learn what a gallbladder is, my friend. And it is nothing to jerk around with. Let me tell you, man.
A gallbladder looks pretty gross. Oh my God, that's in me. Ugh.
Oh, I haven't even looked at it.
I want to get it taken out. This looks nasty.
Yeah, see, so Dave says he's taken out. Jeff has had his taken out. Gaylord has had his taken out. So a bunch of people in the chat have had theirs taken out. Gaylord's an actual nurse. Cool. Well, Gaylord, come help me out, man, when I'm going to do all this.
Travis is out.
Yeah, surgery's not. Yeah, I don't want to get all that done.
So that's good.
Well,
easy
I don't
surgery. Look, they're saying easy surgery in the chat.
Yeah, but I mean, here's the thing. I hear that there's different ranges on how long afterwards the recovery is.
Yeah.
What? You're what?
I'm just shocked that like everyone in the chat's like, yeah, I've had my gallbladder taken out.
A lot of people have. I told you it's really common. The only pain was from the CO2 they pump you to separate your. I'm sorry, what? Only pain from the CO2 they pump in to separate your organs. What? What? Yeah. Okay, can I RAM? Yeah. No, Yates, you cannot add RAM or storage to the M1. So that's probably you can add storage through USB-C, but the RAM you can't. So that doesn't make me feel real good.
Usually the most interesting is science stories.
Yeah, I know they do the 3 holes and scoop it out. Yeah, but separate your organs. I'm like, what? Oh my God. It sounds worse than it is.
I can just see there was like 4 people from the live view that just dropped off on the gallbladder talk.
All right, back to buying an iMac live, which I'm in the middle of doing. I have the blue one selected, but I feel like I'm going to feel like I missed out on something.
I felt that way too, to be honest. I got the blue and I didn't get the green, and I felt the same way. I felt like I missed out on something too. So maybe you should get the green. But I feel like you'll feel like you missed out either way.
Yeah, either way. Yeah,
choices where you'll be like, I should have got the other one because I
But
feel
to
that.
your point, you know, the blue looking at it, which is what I'm going to spend the most time looking at, is super nice, as you said. Yeah.
Is it going to be next to anything blue or green? Because that would really clinch everything.
So technically, kind of. It'll be next to one of my custom-made Xbox controllers that I had custom made.
Well, you got to go blue then.
Yeah, I think so.
Everyone's
Everyone's in the chat, you know, helping me out with this. I appreciate y'all. Kaya saying, better not get health advices on the internet or you will have nightmares. Yeah, true. That's true story. Tucked under your liver and your stomach. Yeah, that's why they have separate organs. Oh my god. Kaya saying blue. So all right, Kaya, you got it. I'm gonna do blue. There's a couple back teeth removed. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you, man. Surgery. Hey, leave us emails and voicemails about the surgery, elective or non-elective surgery you've had done. We like to know what the Gadget Cast listeners have had removed from them. Oh my god, this is so expensive. $1,700.
No.
Oh my gosh. Oh Lord. So look, let's do what else we want to talk about real quick. Because I'm gonna put this on a card. Should I put this on an Apple card? I don't have an Apple card.
Yeah, go get an Apple card.
What does that do for me?
You'll get 3% cash back, I think. And that's
mine as well.
good.
How much do I get on my credit card back? If I get more on my credit card, I wouldn't even use the Apple card.
Really? You get more on your credit card than 3%?
Maybe. I gotta look. Maybe.
I know the Amazon card's ridiculous. It's like 5% back. That's like my favorite card.
That is the best one. But the problem is you can't actually order a custom iMac anywhere except for on Apple.
No, yeah. So I mean, Apple Card's okay. If you do like a lot of Apple Pay, it's 2% and then 3% on if you just use it for Apple purchases, I think it'll be good. And then you can do, not that I ever do this, you can do like the if you want to do like the payments out and like pay like every month kind of thing. They'll do like installment stuff on the Apple Card, no interest kind of thing.
Oh, that's kind of cool. I just like to pay for things, have them done. How do I know for sure I'm going to get this gift card? I want this gift card.
You're going to get it. If you buy it during the event, I assume you'll get it.
Assumptions, man. Let me tell you about these assumptions. Let me go back through the beginning part of the store. I'm just going to click through the special. And I'm going to do it. All right. Anyway, so what else do we want to talk about today, Greg?
Yeah. Enough of this medical talk. Enough of this iMac talk. Let's get to the real important stuff. Black Friday is upon us, Travis. Have you bought anything? Because I feel like this is the weakest Black Friday that I have personally ever witnessed. Usually Black Friday, you know, I feel like it's been getting worse and worse, but usually I buy like some stuff on it. And I got to say, I've only really got one thing this whole Black Friday.
I'm about to get the only thing that I got. This iMac, I think is I think that's what's going to be it. Nothing else really. Like it's yeah, I don't think that there just wasn't anything that I needed. The thing is, I buy so many things as a tech tuber. Like one of the things that I like, you know, besides tech, are these retro video games things, and they don't come out on Black Friday. So I've already ordered. So I pretty much have everything I would want. And I typically buy what I want or need throughout the year, and there's just nothing left over by the end of the year. So I don't really have it, which makes it less exciting, I guess. I don't know. I didn't get anything. What did you end up getting?
I got a solid state drive for my PS5.
Oh,
additional SSD. I got a 1 terabyte.
Holy snot rag! How much was that?
That was 200.
200? Oh, that's not too bad. Any great OLED sales? I'm sure there are. Yeah, I'm sure there are. I'm doing Christmas shopping between. Here's a good question. Between the iPad Air and the iPad Mini, which would be good for my dad? All he uses for is YouTube videos and movies. Now they're both great, but the obvious thing here is that one's bigger than the other, right? I'm not even talking about A14, A15. I think is irrelevant in this particular case. I think it's all about the size. And if he's an older gentleman, I don't know how his eyesight is. I don't know if his eyesight is good or as bad as mine. Mine's bad. I would want the iPad Air just because it's easier. Although, if he wants to be able to just quickly pick something up small, the iPad Mini is good. In my opinion, iPad Air, but I don't have the iPad Air. I know you do.
Yeah. Yeah, I really think it's the age thing. I know like older people generally actually like the larger display. It's a lot easier to read. So I would probably lean more towards iPad Air. Unless you know that he specifically wants something smaller, then I feel like that's the only way you go for the mini. Like if you know, like, hey, I want a small tablet, go for the mini. But I think most people, it's a default for like a bigger iPad, like the iPad Air.
Yeah, I agree. Like the iPad Air this year was really great. I don't know exactly what if they're going to do another one next year. I assume they won't, because it's such a good kind of upgrade from the previous iPad Air. Same thing with the mini. I don't think we'll see an upgrade from that for a while. So I think you can safely purchase those. Other people in the chat buying things like SD cards. Cash game. Soundcore Q30. We love Soundcore. Speaking of which, we should just go ahead and start making this known. Here, let me show this. It's actually, now that I moved everything to the office, I can reach over and grab things. This is why you need to be on YouTube. I'm going to show something to the camera. There are 2 boxes right here. These are the 2 last Soundcore Q10s with Gadget Cast logos. They were made specifically for us. The reason why we have 2 more is interesting story, but we won't go into. They are the Q10s, which are amazing headphones to begin with, but with the Gadget Cast logo. If you're a super fan of Gadget Cast, we want to give one of these to you. Of course, we have not figured out exactly how to do that yet, but we would love to hear your feedback. If you really want to show, maybe you're listening to the show and you want to listen to the show through the same headphones that we listen to, we're going to do a contest here in the next, before Christmas. Obviously, we want to get them out to them. And this is going to be one of the few times where we'll even spring for, and this might be a dangerous, slippery slope. We may spring for overseas shipping if someone from overseas wins. Because we have some overseas people. But the problem is, here's the problem with that. You might not get it for 3 years. I don't know. Because I'm not going to pay for the expensive one. The expensive way, you send it there, because we have some people in China. We got some people in the Netherlands. We got people all over the world that listen to this show. But I did listen. If you happen to be the biggest Gadget Cast fan and you live in Somalia, I want to get you these headphones. I don't know why I picked Somalia. That's just a random place. But literally, I don't care where you live. If you're super dope and you love the show, and maybe we'll have some type of contest where you'll tell us why and how and why you're awesome and stuff, like we did last time. So be on the lookout for that contest in the coming week or 2. We want to get them out of here because they're taking up space. I need to get them out of here. Yeah. All right. So did you buy anything for other people, Greg?
No, not really.
Oh, snap. So Black Friday came and went and you didn't get nothing for nobody, as you selfish motherfather.
Yeah. I don't know. It's been hard. I feel really out of it with gift ideas for this year, and I'm usually pretty good. People will say I'm a great gift giver, but this year I feel like I just don't know what to get people. It's been a weird year. Going back in, seeing everyone, and it's like, oh, like what gifts do I get for people? Plus the shortages on top of everything. Some things you might want to get someone and you kind of can't, or it's kind of like too expensive to get people things. Like if you want to get someone like a PS5 or something like that, it's kind of hard to do. Like it's not a guarantee. So all that stuff has been pretty difficult. And I am at a loss of ideas for some people. I got to admit it. So I got to figure that out, because I get all my shopping done like by Black Friday. Like usually I'm done by then. This time, I think I have to get like gifts for every single person I know, which is bad.
Yeah.
Got to figure that out.
Every single person you know?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Like, who do you know? Like, how many people do you know?
Every person I would get a gift for, I have to get a gift for. Not everyone I know, but every single person. Every person that I need to get a gift for, I need to get a gift for still.
Well, that's an obvious statement by saying that in the first place. Why would you say that twice?
Mm-hmm.
That's like quoting yourself and like it's something.
That's what
special.
You asked me. You said, why do you need to do this? That's what I need to do. I don't know.
But you said you have to buy it for a lot of people. Now you're saying for every person you have to buy a gift for, you have to buy a gift for. Well, of course you do, because that's why you have to buy a gift for them. But who are those people? Like, are they just family?
My family, my friends, some friends.
How many friends do you have you get Christmas gifts for?
Not that many.
How many friends do you have, Greg? I didn't know you had a bunch of friends.
I don't have that many friends.
So you got like 1 or 2 friends you get Christmas gifts for? That's pretty dope.
More than that.
Really? You're gonna get more than 2 friends Christmas gifts?
Yeah.
Wow. That amazes me for some reason. I don't know why. I don't
Why
know.
does that amaze you?
I don't know if it's because you have more than 2 friends, which kind of amazes me, or if you're going to buy them gifts, which also amazes me. And it's not to say you're not a good person, because you are. I consider you a friend. But I mean, you don't really get out and do anything. So how do you know anybody? I guess is more what I'm trying to say.
What? I don't go out places?
Well, you're the one that said this. You're the one who says this. I'm not making this up. You have said this.
I have said that, but I mean, I
You're
know
lying.
people.
You were lying.
I know people.
Okay.
I stay home mostly, but I do know people. They come here.
Wait, what? Do you get them to come to your house?
Yeah, they come to my place.
Oh, now it's all coming together.
I travel in a 10-mile radius. If you're not in that 10-mile radius, there's no
SOL.
chance. So
You are SOL.
mhm.
You know
I
what I'm
went to the
realizing?
movies.
Well, go ahead.
All right, I don't know where we're going with this. I want to skip. I went to the movies today.
Oh, what'd you see?
I saw Resident Evil. It wasn't good. It's pretty bad.
Wait, there's a new Resident Evil out?
Yeah, there's a new Resident Evil out, and they
I
took a
know
lot
that.
of liberties. I'm a big Resident Evil fan. I love the game. Played like every single one of them. They took a lot of liberties with the story, and
Oh, really?
they made the monster talk. You never make a monster talk in the movie. I'm sorry. They committed too many sins, too many movie sins for this to be good. And it had potential to be good, which is a shame because the cinematography was actually pretty decent for a Resident Evil flick. I got to be honest with you. So the story and all that stuff was trash. But I also got to say, I am done with movie theaters. What an experience going to the movie theaters. I think
Really?
AMC is trash. If you're investing in AMC stock, if you're one of these people that says we're going to save AMC, what the heck are you people saving? There's nothing to save. It is a former shell of itself. I went to the theater. There was holes in the ceiling, Travis. This used to be a nice theater. I haven't been there in like a year. COVID hit this theater hard, I guess. This is a theater in a pretty upscale neighborhood. There was holes in the ceiling.
Oh my God.
The screen was washed out. OLED TVs have spoiled me. The screen looked like hot trash.
Oh, wow.
I don't know who pays $13 for a movie ticket on a matinee and then sits next to me playing a game on his cell phone for the entire movie. You got people laughing at random scenes that aren't funny. I guess the movie was just that bad. You got people, you can't do this in a movie theater anymore. I hear someone in front of me coughing, and I'm thanking the Lord that I didn't pick a seat in front of this person, coughing the entire movie, munching on popcorn. Movie theaters are dead. I want them to die. It's over. It's done. I'm calling it.
Wow.
I'm a tech reviewer. I review experiences. That was a bad experience. The movie industry for big movie theaters are dead. Not movies themselves, but movie theaters are dead. It's over. It's
okay,
done.
hold on for a second.
Hold
on for a second, Greg.
Back it
Let's be fair about this.
Pack it up.
Now, I'm literally in a room with a theater. I converted my theater.
That's right.
I'm looking at a 100-inch screen right in front of me, but because I put everything in here, I can't use it. But I'm a big movie fan. So I also know that not every theater is created equal. Some are amazing. There's one by me called iPick where
I have one of those.
Where at least before COVID, they had like these layback chairs. They brought you a blanket. Of course, you probably wouldn't do that nowadays. Probably a COVID blanket, but it brought you a blanket. They would come and serve you at your food while you watch a movie. It was amazing.
Yep, $20 chicken fingers.
So you are condemning.
I'm
all
condemning
of
them
them.
too. It's over. I'm sorry. Listen, the
All of
iPick
it.
theaters might be the nicest ones, but
Yeah, very nice.
$20 for chicken fingers and a blanket, it's not going to save you. I'm sorry. It's over.
That's true.
It is the movie theater industry deserves to die. I don't want to ever see anyone talk about AMC stock again. Just let that thing burn to the ground.
Oof.
Why are we saving these horrible companies? GameStop is awful. AMC is awful. They'll never sponsor anything of mine now, but they're awful. These are
I was
two.
at GameStop today.
Did you have a good time?
I was trading something in, so it took forever to get.
You had a bad time. So GameStop, bad place. Movie theaters, awful place. Let's let these businesses just go away. Digital is the future. We just get to stay home. We download our movies. We stream our movies. We stream our games. It's over.
I am
Thank you.
flabbergasted. I am absolutely flabbergasted. Like, to cancel one of the, well, I don't know. It's like American Pie. It's an American tradition to go to the movies. It's a big thing. It's like hot dogs and baseball. And
some traditions deserve to die, and I'm just gonna say it.
Wow, I am just blown away, my friend. And I gotta tell you, man,
movie directors that want me to go see your films. The best part is, I really wish I could have. I really wish like someone here watching this was with me, because no one will relate to this. Again, I'm telling you, there was like holes in the ceiling at this theater that used to be a nice theater. It's the one I went to. It had reclining seats. It was a good AMC theater. I haven't been in a year for obvious reasons. I felt, you know what, I'm going to go see this movie. And, but the best part about going was right before the movie starts, they have this celebrity, and I don't know who it was. I want to say it was like Gwyneth Paltrow. I don't know who it was. I really don't know. I got to look it up, but they have this celebrity come out and walk through this nice theater, telling you how great AMC theaters is and what an emotional experience it is. Kind of like a way to like welcome you back and be like, yeah, you belong here at the movie theaters. Don't you remember all the good times you had at the movie theaters? And the stark contrast of this playing with, I didn't even go into all the details of how bad, like, I'm telling you, this theater is really nice. I walk into the lobby, things are disheveled. No one's checking for tickets. They don't even have a ticket guy to check for tickets anymore. You can just walk right in and go sit down at the theater. I picked up my tickets at the little automated ticket counter and
then walk through.
What a mistake. I could have just went for free. And I'm pretty sure half of the people in that movie theater went for free, because I went to the movie theaters early and I'm like, why are there so many people here? No one ever goes to the movie theater this early. Only I do, because I'm cheap and I want the matinee price. I'm sitting in like a packed theater. And I'm like, I bet half of these people just walked right in because they don't got a ticket guy. There's no one checking this.
There's no ticket guy.
They got the concessions roped off. You got to like pre-order concessions. It's madness. What is going on?
I'm blown away by this.
It's bad. I wish I like videoed it. It actually would have been fun.
Maybe a different movie theater.
No, I want to go to the same one just so I can complain about everything.
But you got to go to another one just to be able to say, okay, is the experience all around trash now, or is it just this one particular one?
I'm going to call it on this one. It ruined the movies enough to me where like I was like, apparently Movie Pass might be coming back. I was kind of getting hyped. And Movie Pass, I love that. I love going to movies. And I just went back and I just had a really bad time that I was like, I don't know if I'll ever go back to the movie theaters. I don't know if I will.
And I loved movie theater. I love movies. Like I said, I converted an entire room to a theater because I love movies and stuff so much. But the reality is, like, I've been watching so many and stuff in the living room that I'm kind of used to being able to hit pause, go make a sandwich, go to the bathroom, come back, play for a little bit, hit pause. Go, you know what I mean? Like the things you can't do when you are at an actual theater. I don't know. And then you don't have to worry about people yelling. And like you said, someone next to you on their phone.
People were so disinterested in this movie. There was someone playing a video game next to me on the seat. I'm like, why would you pay for a $13 ticket to sit here and play video games for 2 hours? There's people talking. There's people coughing. That was the worst. I heard that cough and I was like, that's not allowed anymore. That is not, you can't do that in today's world. I'm sorry. You cough anywhere in public, you got to remove yourself from that situation.
You gotta run.
It was just a bad experience to the point where it's like, I'm home. I'm fortunate enough to have a really nice TV. My TV looks better than that movie theater screen. It is weird to go into a theater. Do you agree? Like, do you like go to the movies and you're like, my TV looks way better than this?
Well, the ones I go to are really good theaters, so I don't go to any that are even suspiciously similar to mine because I know better. The last time I went to one, I'd say no, because the ones I went to, like iMacs and stuff, or RBX or whatever, and those are great. Here. Oh, yeah, we'll keep going because we'll talk about tech in a minute because I do want to talk. I think I already talked about my yeah, but I mean, like all the stuff you can watch at home now, the quality is so good, and if you have a good television, it's good. It's really ruining going to the movies. Like,
and it's just like the outrageous price of like concessions. It's like, here's $10 for popcorn and here's $8 for a fountain drink. And it's like, all right, guys, come on. There's no one checking the ticket. So I could have brought whatever I wanted into that theater, to be honest, which, now that I'm rethinking it, Maybe I will go back to that.
Maybe you will, yeah.
Plate of nachos and just be like, all right, we're doing this.
Just and going for free.
Going for free.
And then stream it on YouTube from your phone. I mean, at some point, like what is going on? And you look at something like Apple TV. So I almost got Apple One the other day because I was like, oh, is this a better deal for me overall? And it almost is. It isn't quite because it doesn't have Apple Fitness on there. And I want to have something with Apple Fitness. It's not $30. But I looked at it and I'm like, I am getting so much of my content streaming and for on-demand stuff that I literally during Thanksgiving had like the trailer for this new, I think it's called Foundation on Apple TV Plus. And it looks like a freaking movie, but it's like a show. The quality of things on streaming now have never been higher. I think you almost want to say what really started. Was it Game of Thrones? It was like the first kind of series show that really was shot like a movie every episode. Was that the first one, or would you say there was something else before that? But regardless, like once streaming became the thing, and especially during COVID, that certainly has been the thing. You're starting to see Netflix and Prime and Apple TV and even Hulu throwing some amazing shows out there where the quality, Disney, the quality is straight up movie-esque. All you need now is to get a good TV, which of course are all on sale now, and either a set-top box or some of them have the integrated apps, and boom, you're done. You're done. And you don't have to go through any of the fuss and the craziness of going out and being around people who might ruin your experience. It is really great. So Andrew asked, how good is Apple TV in home cinema? It is excellent because it was one of the first streaming devices that supported both Atmos and Dolby Atmos and Dolby Vision. So Roku was doing HDR and I think Dolby Atmos, and then the Fire Stick and Fire TV, they said they were doing both, but they weren't doing it on everything. And I think they might be now. But it's so good in the smoothness of like how the interface works. So I got the newer Apple TV 4K, and I had the previous Apple TV 4K. There really is no difference. I mean, to be honest, the only difference I found is that you can now watch HDR YouTube videos, but other than that, it's all pretty much the same. But it's fantastic, and the quality is incredible. I have a 77-inch OLED television. You would never know that it's being streamed. Looks incredible.
Yeah.
I want to watch that Finch with Tom Hanks too. Apple's just throwing money at these great big stars. Of course, I saw Tiger. Are you kidding me? Of course I did. But yeah, I mean, I want to watch these shows and these movies. Like I didn't see Finch yet. I want to watch that. People are saying Finch is awesome. Just more stuff. So I'm actually thinking, instead of doing less business with Apple, I'm thinking of doing more, which is kind of weird. That's why I looked at Apple One. I'm like, I don't even have Apple Music, so I don't need it necessarily because I use Amazon Music. But I mean, if you start throwing everything together, then it starts working together. Now you're really in the ecosystem. I just bought an iMac here live on the show, so I'm so deep into it now. It's like, oof. There's no turning back now, Greg.
No, you're fully sucked into the Apple ecosystem.
Yeah,
but I just want to complain about movie theaters.
Oh,
I'm done with Apple on my channel. It's going to be next video. AMC is awful. The review.
You should do it, man. You should call them out on your. I did this a long time ago. One video I randomly, because I was so mad at was my car insurance place. I actually I actually said something about it in the beginning of a video. Like, these guys are horrible. Never do business with them, because they had really screwed me over. And that's how, in the beginning of a tech video that had nothing to do with anything, I was like, oh, and by the way.
That's how I'm going to get to companies now. I'm just be like, listen, solve my customer service issue. Or in my next video, I'm just going to be like, you know what?
You're sponsored by the exact opposite of whoever you guys are.
We have sponsors. How about, what's the opposite of sponsor?
Unsponsor?
Unsponsor, de-sponsor. I'm going to de-sponsor people. I'm going to is this like blackmail? I'm going to threaten companies and be like, listen, your internet service was horrible. If you don't fix this, by the time my next video comes out, I'm going to put a 1 minute spot in a video about the iPhone 14 saying about how awful you are. I think I just discovered a new business model. I think this is legally called blackmail, and extortion. But as long as I'm not demanding money from these people, I think it works.
I'll tell you one of the first I would de-sponsor would be FedEx.
AMC theaters.
No, I know that's what you're doing. A noncer is what 504 says. A non-sponsor. I would say easily would be FedEx. FedEx is terrible. They'll tell you that they're delivering something when they're not. There's a thing that came out in the news the other day that hundreds of FedEx packages were found in like a ravine in Alabama or something. Like, is incredible how bad FedEx used to be. Awesome, and now it's like it's terrible. So if you're ordering something, from anywhere, I swear to beans, if it says it's coming by FedEx, you might get it. I mean, maybe, but don't even bother looking at tracking. Don't even bother, because they'll tell you, like, so I was supposed to get something on Friday. It said it was out for delivery. It never came Friday. Called them on Saturday because I'd called them on Friday wondering where it was. They're saying, well, it'll come on Monday because, we're not doing a delivery today for sure. I loved how on Friday they were like, you're for sure going to get it by 8 p.m. Never came. And then Saturday morning, they're like, you're definitely not getting it today. You're going to get it Monday. And then it came Saturday. It came hours after that phone call.
Wow.
And then another random one came today, which they also said they weren't going to deliver. But then there's been times literally where a manager of FedEx had to go to the FedEx store one time to pick something up. And the manager basically admitted that the guy lied because he said that he attempted delivery. But I'm at the house all the time, at my house. I have Ring everywhere. Motion sensor. It goes off on my watch, on my computer, everything. I can see it. He never came. The dude basically told me that the guys knew. He basically wanted to, he's trying to keep his time up and, sorry.
It's a shame.
Yeah. We've talked about almost everything but tech today. This is the rant tech. This is the
we
rant
needed
cast.
a break from tech because my last video and your last video was a 10 out of 10. And I mean that not in a good way. So
no, I know, right?
We're all feeling a little burned out. My last video, Travis, I know you're feeling bad about your last video. My last video, I was like, I did a similar topic one time and this video did really well. And I was like, I'm going to do this video and I think it'll do really well. And I released the video, and the worst part is, Travis, for the first 5 minutes, it was doing really well. And I was like, I got a hit on my hands. And then it just like went, and I was like, wait,
goodbye.
What happened?
What happened?
Where'd it go? Psyched because I was like, in the first 5 minutes, like the views were like really high, Like, like it had all the trajectory of like being like an amazing video in the first 5 minutes. I do not know what happened to this video. You could see like the spike. It was like a spike and then nothing. And it was weird. It like after the 5 minutes too. It wasn't even like the first hour was good. It was 5 minutes of greatness and then it just fell down into nothing.
Never came back, huh?
Never came back. 5 minute spike. It was the weirdest. I've never had that happen. Terrible. I can usually tell if a video is going to do good or bad by the first 5 minutes. And
it usually takes me about half an hour or so.
For me. I really can tell in the first 5 minutes if it's going to be good. Like I can tell, I can have all my information I need if the video is going to be good based on the views in the first 5 minutes. But now I have my own strategies.
Now your world is upside down.
My world is upside down. The metrics I used to judge success are no longer there.
Yeah, it's crazy. I was surprised at how badly the Mac Mini video did. It went so bad that I don't even know if I'm going to do a video on the iMac when I get it. Like it almost doesn't seem worth it. So yeah, it's kind of weird. It's YouTube is a weird game. I was thinking about this yesterday. I was talking to I won't go into detail, but I was talking to Matt from over in Austin Evans' team, and he's a good guy. I really like him a lot. And what was that? What'd you say?
I said, you thinking about transferring?
No. But we were just talking about different things and basically like, how we want to get things. And I was like, well, I have an idea because I always do an end of the year video. I don't know if you know this. I think you probably watched one or something, right? Mm-hmm. And they're always different. They rarely have anything to do with tech. They're more like a look back on the year and whatever. And I usually kind of go out. So I usually put a little extra in on them. And I had come up with an idea for this year's end of the year video that really would have put me in a crunch. But yesterday I was like, I'm going to do this. This morning I woke up, I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that. It's a lot of pressure. So I got some time to think about that. But it's funny how you can be so certain of something. And this goes to your thing. Like you can be so certain of something. And then something happens. And then now you just don't know. Everything's all upside down. You just don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't know. I don't know. The good news is The video for the challenging an Android user is kind of, still kind of going, and it's, kind of getting a little spikes here and there. So it's still kind of going. If it continues to go, I'm going to do more videos like that because I actually had a lot of fun doing that. It'll be shorter next time, but I actually had a lot of fun doing that type of video, and I want to do more videos like that. I have an idea for a video I want to do in January when I go do my first collab of next year. I actually wouldn't mind doing more collabs next year. Gregory, we need to get you somewhere outside of your house so we can collab together.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. I was just thinking about collabs, and then I saw.
You need to come to California when I go.
I saw. I shouldn't name people on the podcast. I feel like it'd be rude. I did see someone on. I saw someone somewhere say something about YouTubers and collabs, and I think they were trying to do a collab, and I think they were stressing, ranting, putting their
I saw that
out there online.
Yeah, I saw that.
About people being kind of busy, and which is true. It's a very busy time of year for us. Yeah. I think it's a lot of tech that just came out. We're just finally getting into a dead period, which is why we didn't really talk about anything about new tech on this show. But it's also for people like behind the scenes stuff. It is also like a money making period for a lot of creators. When January and February roll around, it's kind of dead in terms of money to be made on this platform, in terms of sponsorship deals and also CPM from YouTube. So a lot of creators put out a lot of videos around this time to kind of bulk up for the next 2 months where they're going to be making nothing.
Right.
And it's kind of funny that I just saw I think like there's a collaboration being worked behind the scenes. I guess it didn't go well. Kind of,
Well, but that's funny. If you read the entire thread at the end, it was like it was so backwards because that person was like, "Oh no, that was back when I was first starting out. Now people are coming to me, and I'm kind of frustrated because I was thinking back to the times when people wouldn't come." I mean, what was the whole fuss about then?
I know. I was very confused by the thread. I thought it was like a legitimate complaint that people are busy. I'm like, yes, people are busy, but then it was like, I'm not doing a collab, and I'm like, huh. I don't know what the point of this tweet was.
It's almost like, man, I hate this hot dog. Oh, really? What hot dog did you get? No, I'm not eating a hot dog. I'm just saying that when I have hot dogs, I hate them. Well, wait a minute, but you're not eating one?
Time is so short. Yes, I agree. Yes. I don't know where it's going. Listen, I was driving to a point here, but I've completely missed it. I don't know. There's going to be a point at the end of this, and I completely dropped it. I'm sorry, Travis.
Good job, buddy.
We'll just cut this whole show. We'll just put the first 10 minutes of the show up and call it a day.
Let's do that.
We should just put the part where we had technical difficulties up as a show, and then when we say we're going to come back on the audio cast, we never come back.
We never come back. Mm-hmm. That's actually a good idea. That no one.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea. It's a great idea. We could be done, and no one would have an issue with it.
I think if this show ever ends, it's just going to randomly end. Like, would you be like,
Would we do that to people? Would we just be like, it's done? We wouldn't come back and be like, all right, thank you for all these people in the chat right now who've been supporting us for all these months and years. You'd just be like, nah.
I feel like it would be like, what would happen is we would have the intent of coming back. 1 week would happen where we didn't. And then the next week we'd be like, oh man, I can't make it either. And then by the third week, we're like, let's like it'd be something like that. And the sad thing is, like, Gadget Cast has been one of the things that I've enjoyed doing, perhaps more than most things, consistently for the last 2 years or whatever long we've been doing it. Can you imagine we've been doing this that long? That's weird.
No, it saddens me. It feels like
it saddens you
yesterday. Yeah,
it did seem like we just started. It feels like we started maybe a year ago.
Oh, I know what I wanted to talk about. Yes, it does feel like we started a year ago, but it has been 2 years, and time goes quickly, which is sad to me. That time just goes so quickly. You gotta cherish the moments you have here on this earth. It's very short. Listen, I actually had a good idea for a collab for me, just for me though. It would only benefit me, and I kind of wanted to ask some people if they would do like a short little 2-minute thing for me, and I think they would, but I kind of feel bad asking them because I don't think this would benefit them in any single way. It would benefit me. It would benefit me.
Okay, go
I have
ahead.
a really good idea. I should tell you behind the scenes. I don't want to spoil it, so I won't say anything else. But
Okay, I definitely
I
want to
want to
hear
ask
this.
like a Luke Miani, Renee Ritchie, those type of people. I want to ask them to record a little segment for me, and I just feel like there's no upside for you, but you would be doing me a solid.
Well, but how is that almost not the case for any collab? Like most collabs are like, let me just shoot this little thing for you, and okay, cool.
Yeah, I feel like a good collab. Both people walk away with taking.
Yeah, but
something out.
but what? I don't know. Okay, I'm not gonna say anything because I need to understand what it is. I want to hear what you have to say off air, but we'll do that here shortly. Anyway, we should have in the next week or so, if not.
I also want to put out a
Oh, yeah.
public edict out there before we end the show. I know we're trying to end it, but I do want to
God.
get serious for a second, and I do want to say that Genius Bar Podcast recently had Canoopsy on. And,
Really?
I've been noticing they've been doing a lot of guests on that podcast.
That's terrible, man.
And
Why have they not asked us?
Canoopsy's a great guy. Hey, I love Canoopsy. Really good.
I love
He was on our
Canoopsy.
show. Okay. Our show. He was on our show. We should get him back on. I don't get why we haven't got an invite.
It is very strange.
To put it out there. They got Quinn from Snazzy Labs. Sure, he's a great guy. But then they got Canoopsy. Where's Greg and Travis?
Luke, Miami,
Yeah,
who
Luke
we made
Miani.
famous.
We
made
famous.
him famous. It's
Us
just
alone
weird, man.
made Luke Miani famous. He didn't have like 200,000 subscribers when we invited him on our show.
He didn't. He actually didn't.
I don't know if that's true.
He didn't. But yeah, no. I mean, we make people famous. We gave Renee Ritchie a little bit of a rub. Now people know who Renee Ritchie is. Justine was an up and comer.
We're going too far. Let me look at this guest list. Look at this.
Okay,
We're
go
going solo for so long, so I didn't say anything. But look at this. We got, and this is one after the other. We got, like it's one show after the other. It's not like they're breaking these guests apart. We got Quinn from Snazzy Labs. We got Brian Tong, and now we got Canoopsy. And they were supposed to be on this show too.
Not only that, it was supposed to be like a super like Gadget Cast and whatchamacallit, like all four of us at the same time. It's supposed to be a big deal. Terrible. Terrible. We see where your friends really are.
Gonna cancel.
We were the first cool podcast, though. Let's be honest. People did podcasts after Gadget Cast because we were so damn good at it.
We're the first and last cool podcast.
Really, we were. Let's think about that. I mean, it's not like John Prosser ever had a podcast before Genius Bar.
No,
I mean,
that was his first one.
Certainly didn't. That was his first one for sure.
First one,
and definitely not Duke Miami. So
well, he didn't have a podcast.
Neither one of them ever had one. And I don't care if you Google, you will not find anything on either one. So don't even Google.
I never heard of it.
Don't even Google it because it doesn't exist. Doesn't exist. It doesn't exist.
Creator mindset. Never heard of it.
Look at this. 504 had 11 subs on his channel before Gadget. Now he has 12. True story. See, we everyone who comes, we influence everybody. Everyone becomes famous. Even the people who just listen to the show become famous. You get more subscribers if you're on the live stream. That's how we got that rub.
We do have the rub.
All right. Well, this has gotten awkward. So anyway, for those of you listening to the audio podcast, we appreciate you so much. Make sure you leave us some comments and stuff, especially if you want a chance at these headphones. Y'all are going to have the hardest time. The people on the audio podcast, there's more of you there than there are on the live stream. So it's going to be hard for you to get a hold of these headphones because none of y'all are sending emails. Or if you are, they're getting dumped into spam or something. We're not real sure what the hell's going on over there. But figure out a way to get a hold of us. We're both on Twitter. Links are in the show notes if you want to get a chance at these. Of course, everyone on YouTube, just come here and, we'll figure something out. I guess that's about it. All right, look, we'll do this again at some point. So he's Greg. I'm Travis. And, whatever. See you next week. Boomsy.
That show definitely had all the vibes of I've been eating Thanksgiving food for the past 3 days and I'm very tired.
It's got the vibe, so that post-Thanksgiving vibe.
It has the post-Thanksgiving, like you just finished the meal, you're looking at the couch, but it's like a little too early to break away from the table and you got the whole family there, but all you really want to do is just go lay on the couch, because you just ate a little bit too much. But
Pretty much.
I feel like
pretty
that's
much.
I feel like that's every, I think most people don't even do a Thanksgiving show because it is such an ordeal to go through all that after eating. And I'm still eating obscene amounts of food.
Are you?
Mhm.
Oh, gosh.
Oh yeah, so many leftovers. I've had like Thanksgiving sandwiches 2 days in a row.
Mm.
Ate a whole
You know what?
pie, as is my tradition.
I had this year I had a smoked turkey. Now I've never had smoked turkey before.
How is the
It's
smoke?
you know what it is? It's actually insane. The turkey ends up tasting and feeling like ham. It is the weirdest thing. No, it's great. If you like ham,
I like turkey better than ham, though.
do you really?
Yeah.
It's just
ham,
a strange. It's a strange thing, man. Like the texture, everything changes. It's almost like it's ham. It's pretty great. Really enjoy.
There are good hams, I will say. I've had like really good ham, but usually I'm more of a turkey guy.
Yeah.
With
Turkey
the
brain edition for sure. That's exactly what was going on.
It's turkey brain. Philip's got it right. It's turkey brain. Next week is going to be better.
Probably not.
I guarantee it. I guarantee next week will be better.
Yeah.
Fried turkey. You ever have a fried?
I've always wanted one. I haven't had one yet.
Me too. I've never had one, but I see like the videos every year of people like failing and like burning their entire house.
Things
like,
blowing up.
I don't think it's worth it. So
no, it's not. Definitely not.
I will never make one. Maybe someone will make one for me one day, but I will also show up after it is done because I don't want to. I don't want to burn.
Yeah.
All
right.
What it is, Rusty? He says, cancel Greg. You know what it is? I like a lot of other like meats that are better than ham. So it's like I always feel like ham's just the inferior version of a lot of other things.
Well, it's an inferior version of like a steak of some type. Okay. But
yeah,
ham
like
is good
it almost has like that flavor you're going for like a steak, or even other like, especially on like cold cuts is where I really don't like ham because there's like you got so much. Oh yeah. Oh my God. The choice of meats you have when you get into that section for cold cuts, I just feel like ham, it's got no chance.
Oh wow.
It's got no chance. You got prosciutto. Oh.
You've lost your mind. Real quick, what phone's daily driver? iPhone 13 Pro Max. What do you use at a 13 Pro? Is that what you're using? By the way, this is not an Apple case. This is a $13 app Amazon case, and it does support MagSafe.
Yes, I have my 13 Pro.
No. Fried's good. Fried turkey wings. Can't tell yourself.
Someone says bacon. I can see that. I feel like bacon isn't ham. That's its own thing.
Bacon is not ham. Bacon is great though. Prosciutto's pretty good. What did I use prosciutto on?
Anyway.
Yeah, I had prosciutto on something. It was not a sandwich or something. I forget exactly what it was. It's pretty good, but it's too thin to really taste. You almost don't taste it.
You could get a thicker cut.
Yeah, ham is a damn good cold cut. 504, 504 knows good.
Yeah, and most people have bad taste, so I'm not surprised.
Oh my gosh. Anyway,
most people go to the AMC theater. Okay?
So Greg, you should come to Cali in January, man. I got some ideas. And it'll make worth the time, man. There's a bunch of people out in that area that I plan on hanging out with, and it would be great to have you there because I got some cool, fun ideas. So consider it. It wouldn't be at the beginning, but you ain't doing nothing in January anyway. It'd be after CES at some point. And listen, man, I already got the go ahead from the main person I want to go hang with. So the rest, me and you, buddy, we could do a podcast from there, and we could do collab videos, and it'd be so much fun. What do you think, man? What do you think about that? Sounds awesome.
Hey, we'll see.
Which means no. Everyone, for those of you who don't know, that's a Greg no is what that is.
It doesn't mean no. It means maybe. It means possibly.
No, it doesn't mean no. It means no. Anyway, he's going to tell me he's going to tell me the collab we're going to do, but we're going to leave here. So we'll see you guys and gals next week.
Yeah.
Peace and or love.